The book begins with two important parts. First, Professor X has seen to it that Wade Wilson has been institutionalized for his own good. And second, the Watcher foretells that the Marvel Universe is about to meet its imminent demise. The chosen one, the problem was the specialist on staff, was Psycho Man. Psycho Man has intended to use Wade to carry out his schemes. Fortunately, before this could happen, Wade smashes the head of Psycho Man, killing him in the process. As a byproduct of his rehabilitation, the speech bubbles that surround his head begin to change. Instead of his normal pink and yellow bubbles indicating his jokes and thoughts, the audience notices a new red bubble guiding him. He tells Wade Wilson that things are different and that he knows what he must do. Wade proceeds to make short work of the doctor and all the other inhabitants of the ward. The scene shifts to a defeated and melted Mr. Fantastic. We are not privileged to know exactly what happened to him. What we do know is that while there, he decapitates Johnny Storm and dispatches of the Thing. Before he leaves, he turns his attention to the Invisible Woman. At first glance, she defeats him by creating a force field inside his head, thereby popping it like a balloon. What she forgot was that he's able to heal from anything, and after regrowing himself, he stabs her through the heart. The MCU wouldn't stand a chance. Spider-Man approaches Deadpool and begins to an ill-fated attempt to talk some sense into him. Deadpool tells Spider-Man of his issues. He tells him that they are being controlled, being told when to laugh, jump, and various other acts. Spider-Man wouldn't hear any of it, and because he's a quintessential do-gooder, Deadpool takes matters into his own hands and blows his head off. He then turns his attention to Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. At first notice, we see the team in a meeting, with the purpose of the meeting being how to handle Wade Wilson. While in deep conversation, the team is interrupted by the computer system in the house, Jarvis. He tells them that a handful of PIM particles have gone missing and that Deadpool is to blame for this. Without warning, and goes off, killing the near entirety of the team. The two to survive did so because Luke Cage's skin is indestructible. Thor is a god. Luke Cage wants Deadpool, but before he couldn't finish his thoughts, Deadpool tells him that he expected this. In fact, because he expected this, he shrunk down a few and put it in the coffee. The scene turns to a panicked, now head-smoking Luke Cage. Deadpool turns to Thor. Interests. He tosses him particles at Mjolnir. As quick as he threw them, Mjolnir began to grow. The hammer grew so large that it wound up crushing Thor beneath it. Hulk smashed Deadpool. If the story is called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, that means he must turn his attention to the not-so-jolly Green Giant. All look lost as the Hulk literally torn the Red Assassin in half, however, displayed so exactly how Wade wanted it. As he slowly once again regrew himself, the Hulk calmed down and changed back into the easily dispatched of Bruce Banner. With the Hulk defenseless, Deadpool chopped his head off. Yes, even the Hulk was no match in the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe storyline. The question becomes, as Bill Goldberg used to say, who's next? Welcome home. In an attempt to strike a nerve with those like him, Deadpool apprehended the leader of the X-Men, Charles Xavier. Immediately, Charles called for his team, but unbeknownst to him, Deadpool has laid a series of traps designed to kill each of the X-Men, and they did. One by one, the X-Men fell to his plan. Even the sole survivor of the attack, Wolverine, was no match. More killing. After a series of attacks, Deadpool was confronted by one he had been looking for, the Taskmaster. Because of his power of mimicry, the Taskmaster observed and learned from Wade, all the while getting a glimpse into his psyche. If this sounds strange, understand that Deadpool purposely lured him into the swamp of a Man-Thing. He did this so the Man-Thing would feed off the eventual fear of the Taskmaster, and he did. The fear was all it took, and now Man-Thing and Deadpool begin to look at one another. For those who don't know, the purpose of the Man-Thing is to guard the various universes of the Marvel Comics world. As the two look at each other, Man-Thing begins to understand why Deadpool has done what he has done. In fact, he agrees with him and sacrifices himself so that a portal may be opened for Deadpool to climb through. reality traveling. As he travels through the portal, he is shown all of the multiverses in the Marvel world. He convinces himself that if he travels long and hard enough, eventually he will encounter the one who created it all. Finally, he stops in the universe responsible for writing the stories. He sees a bunch of writers and illustrators working away, and just before the reader thinks he's about to kill them, he turns to the reader and promises that he will be here soon. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is widely considered a hallmark book to read, and actually, it is the only beginning to a much longer and more graphic group of stories. If you like the character, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is a must-read. Here you have it, folks. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one. Till then, stay heroic, stay unleashed.